Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the USC Trojans and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the Trojans head coach before the game, he understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters, but he believes this stadium can make the difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. First carry of the season. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To throw, it's Beck. It's complete on the right side. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. The play action fake. Finds his man. It's Hansen fighting off the defender. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Off the RPO, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. You start the season, top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on up.
Maybe some room here. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Here's a quick throw out to the left.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He got it beat down in bounds. They're on the board first here in the season opener. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Looking for room. It's Jordan. Breaks into the open.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Rides to the back. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the 1st down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job already.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Mayava. Fakes to grab. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. they'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll go to the counter. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side. And then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab on the left. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the...
Pulls it in down the sideline. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Penn State. He got a step and just dusted the field. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Looking for a crease to the left. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough, and there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Running inside, it's Jordan.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking for a gap. It's Jordan. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Got a little grass. Just steamrolling the defense. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Miller. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. The give to the tailback. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Trying to barrel in. Give him 6. Touchdown, USC. Some much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down, you got to make plays, you got to get your team back in it. Great start, keep chipping away.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State's offense comes onto the field, ready to start the drive. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. A great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Making side adjustments here. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Sauer. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Trojans. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And nice vision by the linebacker, understanding and diagnosing pass right away. getting his eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, making the huge interception, and then taking it back to the high school days, man. In his glory days at the running back spot, running all the way to the house and scoring the touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
First down for this offense. The give on the counter. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. He's got 59 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Makes the grab over the middle. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
You don't see bat downs all the time. A lot of times guys break on the football, the defensive backs, and they're trying to catch it and make a play. I like he knew where he was. He's in the end zone, not trying to give up points. Does a great job breaking on the football and swatting it to the ground.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to throw, it's Beck. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner goes down. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. To the air, it's Mayaba. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his man. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play. That forced the incompletion.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And the defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game. A lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable. And then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. And they'll stop him short of the 1st down, and they've got a timeout if they want to try to get the ball back before halftime. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. They were hoping for a little more, but it could have been worse as the punt goes out of bounds, and they'll put it in play around the 45-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Dropping back, it's Beck. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Wants to throw on first down. He wants it all. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the number 16, the Miami Hurricanes.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return.
And it's the Hoosiers who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possession.
Caught, and he's got room. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Got his man, and he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Here's a little room there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Hey, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm. The passing game looking good.
It just took the quarterback a little too long to find his tight end that time. He's out there by the sideline, wide open. If the quarterback can just get it to him a hair sooner, he's going to have a chance to advance that thing forward, and they're going to get more yards. So,
oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
And the offense will take any help it can get, and it got a little. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Trojans. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
This defense has them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Beck. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the 4th down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution. defense.
You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Can't hang on, he muffs it. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That return is literally going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and fell on it.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Hands it off. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. On target. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking downfield on first down. A strike downfield. Flying down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Once he got some room, it was over.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The run inside. It's Martin. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Strong, firm tackle.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Snap it to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. Catches it at the 15. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Wants to throw. It's Maiava. Looking deep down the right side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They'll run it. It's Miller. Finding some room. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Trying to barge their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They're going to run it. Touchdown, USC. They move on top here in the fourth. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. They're working that left side. Still on his feet at the 45. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Trying to escape and get it himself. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but It's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover, all the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So the defense sets them up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Grab. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. As Holly mentioned earlier, this crowd trying to give its defense some energy in a clutch spot. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Give him 109 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. Miller with the ball. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
As an offense, you've got the lead, you've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just the blip, because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Miller. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup...